A while back, I got into a little bit of a fracas with one of my coworkers when she discovered I make more money than her. So there I am, chilling, maxing out in the break room, minding my black business. And she comes over and says, "Man, they should pay us more." Now I'm getting paid wealthy enough and getting paid $23 an hour. I said, "Yeah, they should pay us more." I'm thinking she's talking about 30. She said, "How much you make?" I said, "Oh, I make about $23." She said, "$23?" I said, "Yeah, what's going on?" I was confused. I thought I had said something that mess her up, make her a little bit scared. I didn't know what was going on. I started shivering. She said, "I'm making 15." I said, "Whoa, 15? That's not even the age of consent. That's horrifying. That's bad. Hate to see it." "Well, that sucks for you." I tried to walk away from the conversation, but she dragged me down and said, "Wait a second, how are you making 23?" I said, "Well, because I'm better than you." And I tried to walk away, but she said, nah, it doesn't make any sense. They know I got 3 kids. They know how she's making more money. So she ends up just arguing with me in the break room as if I have control over how much I make. I was just here. When I got hired, then they started giving me the money. I didn't know what was going on. She accusing me of things. I'm trying to Sherlock Holmes investigate with her. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. I'm trying to hit her bottom and not make her have another kid. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here, man. I'm trying to figure out what's happening. I said, "You know what? We got to figure this out. Let's talk to the manager." We talked to the manager. You know what he said? He said, "Well, when you got hired in, it was at a different rate. When you got hired in, it was at this rate. So can't really control that. Anyway, you guys shouldn't be discussing salaries in the first place. Who brought this conversation up?" I said, "She did." Immediately pointing fingers. I'm not getting fired over her. And she ends up getting fired because it's in our contract that we can't talk about our wages. Naturally, she ends up losing her job. Thus, she's got to feed 3 kids with no money. But I just got to feed one black guy with $23 every hour. I'm doing great. Everything's fine for me. And she waiting after work for me saying, "Oh, I ruined her life, destroying her, messing her up." She shouldn't have been talking about wages. She should have read that contract, read the user terms and agreements. I didn't do anything bad. I feel like my life is in perfection. I feel like I'm doing fine. But she's causing all these issues, trying to fight me after work. You should be fighting to keep your kids inside of your households, but you should be doing, should be trying to battle me. You should be fighting your baby days for child support. That should be going on there. I don't know what I did. I didn't do anything bad. I feel like I did something great. I feel like I'm fine. I feel like the money I make is good enough to live my luxurious lifestyle. I gotta buy V-Bucks. I gotta buy battle skins in Call of Duty. I gotta buy Pizza Hut because I love Pizza Hut. I'm trying to out Pizza the Hut one day. She's not trying to out Pizza the Hut. She's trying to get a fourth kid because she's having this intense battle with me for no reason. She should be battling the court systems, trying to figure out what's going on with the custody of her children. That should be going on there. I'm a little bit upset about that. That messed me up, but that was a few years back. I'm not really concerned about that now, but I hope she's doing fine. Maybe she started some crazy thing on business online. Maybe she got a fans only. Who knows what she's doing? I hope she's having a great time. I hope she's doing good. If she ever sees this video, I don't forgive you for cutting my tires. I know you did it. You're the only one that actually knew what my car looked like. I know what you are. I parked in the way back. I know what you are. I know what's going on. You're mean, evil, and weird. Yeah.